What's up, Yankees fans? Welcome to Yankees News Hub, your go-to channel for everything pinstripes. Today, we've got three major updates surrounding the New York Yankees, and they cover everything from trade rumors to the future of the manager's seat, and even one of the most bizarre clubhouse stories you'll probably hear all spring. So yeah, this one has a little bit of everything. Let's break it all down. Update 1. Nestor Cortes linked to Dodgers rumors. Let's start with the first big headline, and it involves a familiar name for Yankees fans. Former Yankee pitcher Nestor Cortes is suddenly popping up in Los Angeles Dodgers rumors. Reports suggest the Dodgers could look at Cortes as a depth option for their rotation, especially because they've already been dealing with some early pitching concerns and injuries heading into the season. Now, if you remember Cortes's time in the Bronx, you know exactly why teams still keep him on their radar. This is the same guy Yankees fans nicknamed Nasty Nestor. He wasn't the hardest thrower on the planet, but the dude had elite deception, funky timing, and incredible pitch control. He'd mess with hitters' timing, pause mid-delivery, change arm angles, basically turn every at-bat into a guessing game. At his best, Cortes was a top-tier left-hander in the Yankees' rotation, even finishing with elite numbers during his peak seasons. But injuries started to creep in over the years, and eventually the Yankees decided to move in a different direction with their pitching staff. Since leaving New York, Cortes has bounced around a bit. At one point, he even landed with the Padres organization after previous trades and roster moves. So now, the Dodgers potentially looking at him as a rotation insurance makes sense. Because here's the thing, even teams with stacked rotations, like the Dodgers, always need depth arms. Over a 162-game season, pitchers get hurt, workloads pile up, and suddenly teams are scrambling for reliable innings. And Cortes, when healthy, can absolutely provide that. Now, from a Yankees perspective, this rumor is interesting, but also a reminder of how much the team's pitching situation has changed. Right now, the Yankees are loaded with young arms and rotation talent, and that includes guys like Cam Schlittler, who we'll talk about in a minute. But it also includes established starters that make the Yankees' rotation one of the more intriguing groups in the American League. So while Cortes might be moving further away from the Bronx, his name still pops up in the baseball world, and Yankees fans definitely remember what he did in pinstripes. Now, let's talk about something that always sparks debate in Yankees land, the future of manager Aaron Boone. Even though Boone has led the team to multiple postseason appearances, there are still plenty of discussions about whether he's the long-term answer in the dugout. And recently, that conversation has started heating up again. Some insiders around baseball believe Boone could be entering a make-or-break stretch as Yankees manager. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean the Yankees are firing him tomorrow. But in New York, expectations are always the same: championship or bust. The Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009, and every season that streak continues, the pressure grows stronger. And when that pressure builds, eventually people start asking questions about the manager. Now here's where things get interesting. One former Yankee has been mentioned as a possible future managerial candidate, and that name is Francisco Cervelli. Yes, the former Yankees catcher. Cervelli spent several seasons in the Bronx and was always known as a high IQ baseball mind. He understood pitchers, game management, and clubhouse chemistry. And since retiring, he stayed connected to the game while building experience that could eventually lead to coaching or managing opportunities. Again, this is just speculation right now. Aaron Boone is still the Yankees manager, but in a market like New York, the manager's seat is never completely safe unless the team is winning championships. And if the Yankees fall short again this season, the front office could eventually explore other options. For now, though, Boone remains in charge, and the pressure to deliver a title continues. All right, now for the most unexpected story of the day, and it involves Yankees' rising pitcher Cam Schlittler. So apparently, before one of the spring training games, Schlittler walked into his locker and found something sitting in his locker, a massive spider. Not a tiny one, not a little bug, a big spider. And according to reports, it was big enough that team security had to be called in to remove it. Yeah, that's definitely not part of the normal pregame routine. But honestly, that's baseball clubhouse life. Sometimes weird stuff just happens. And to Schlittler's credit, he handled it pretty well. Because after the spider incident, guess what? He still went out and pitched like a stud. During spring training so far, Schlittler has been absolutely dealing on the mound. In about 6 innings of work, he's posted a 1.50 ERA, continuing the momentum he built last season. For fans who might not know his story yet, Schlittler is one of the Yankees' most exciting young pitchers. He was drafted by New York in 2022 and quickly climbed through the system before making his MLB debut in 2025. And when he got to the big leagues, he made an immediate impact. The right-hander finished his rookie season with a 2.96 ERA across 14 starts, showing off high-velocity stuff and serious strikeout ability. His fastball can reach close to triple digits, and scouts love the way he attacks hitters. He's aggressive, confident, and clearly comfortable pitching under pressure. Even Yankees manager Aaron Boone has praised his delivery and overall development. So while the spider story might have been the funniest moment of the week, the bigger takeaway is this: Cam Schlittler might be a major part of the Yankees' future rotation, and if he keeps pitching the way he has this spring, he could become one of the biggest breakout players on the team. It's spring training, so things are constantly changing. Roster battles are heating up, young players are trying to prove themselves, and the Yankees are working to build a team that can finally bring another championship back to the Bronx. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Yankees News Hub, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest Yankees news, rumors, and updates. And I want to hear from you. What do you think about these stories? Do you think Aaron Boone's job is safe? Could Cam Schlittler become a major piece of the Yankees' rotation? And would you like to see Nestor Cortes back in pinstripes someday? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.